Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing good out there. I saw that Baxter's Blades has started an open tag called Show Your Green Knives. So if y'all haven't watched Baxter's Blades, go over there and you can see his channel. He's got a lot of good knives. So he started this open tag, so I thought I'd join in with a simple video. I'm only going to look at my green case knives. I have maybe one or two modern knives that are green, but I'm not going to pay any attention to them. So these knives we got here, this one right here is a 4137 Sodbuster Jr. These were a special that they made back in 23. Yeah, 23. And they made these synthetics, and you could find them pretty readily, and then they kind of disappeared. I think they might bring them back, though. It's a really nice kind of Delrin. It's got a good feel to it. It's got a good color to it, and I really like them a lot. I've set this one in something there. I must have something on my table. Get that wiped off there. Don't know what that was, but must have some oil or something or another. I've been doing all kinds of knife repairs here lately on the table. But 4137, stainless steel Sodbuster Jr. Super nice. Then I've got this little toothpick that matches it. I don't have a lot of these toothpicks. I don't really love the Case Tiny toothpick. It's just I prefer the peanut a lot. But it's pretty nice. I've got 3 of them. This one, again, as you can see, is a 23. This was a holiday special. Excuse me. Again, you got your stainless steel blade. I've got this one good and sharpened up. Just a tiny little knife. I know some people EDC these, and I understand a lot of people can get by with carrying a super small knife like this. And if that works good for you, that's great. It's really a cool knife to look at, one of these tiny toothpicks is. Got a unique look to it. Then the next 2 here are going to be the lizard skin knives. These were pretty popular last year, and I understand why. My favorite jigging from Case, as of right now, is the corn cob jig. You can see it looks just like an ear of corn. I wish they'd do some yellow ones and burn it, and that way it would look just like corn. But again, this is just the simple Sodbuster Jr. These were Shepherd Hill exclusives. And that bone is beautiful on these. This one, as you can see, is a 2024. It's made in December of 24, if I remember right. Again, you got your stainless steel blade. 6137 stainless steel. This one has a little thicker bone than my other bone Sodbuster Juniors. Then we've got our full-size trapper right here. This one has a lot more burn on the bone, on the edges close to the bolster. This is the classic 54 pattern trapper, but what makes this one unique is that it doesn't have the spade blade. It's got a Wharncliffe blade instead for the secondary. I always like the clip blade on the full-size trapper, just a great utilitarian blade. Here's the Wharncliffe blade. I like the Wharncliffe blade on a full-size trapper better than I like it on the full-size Copperlock. I think it's got a good look to it, good design. Pretty neat. Again, got that corncob jig and just got a beautiful glisten. And when you polish this lizard skin bone, it's just beautiful. One of the coolest, interesting handles out there. And when you pull that out of your pocket, it's not really a traditional looking handle color, but it's done in a traditional knife and a traditional material, so it's really neat for that reason. I like it a lot. Then these last 2 here, these look like they're from the same family, but they're not. This one was the first case knife I ever bought on my own. And this was in mini trapper. But this is in the Bermuda green pocket worn bone. And I haven't seen many of these around lately. I wish that they were still making them where you could buy them. Hopefully they'll bring them back. But you can see this is in 2021. Excuse me. Just a normal mini trapper. I like the mini trapper. It's a good carrying knife. Got some nice half stops. Mini trappers, from my experience, tend to usually have really good action. 6207 stainless steel. Here's your spade blade. For those of you out there who don't love the spade blade, try it sometime in the mini trapper, the 47 pattern Stockman, or the 087 pattern Stockman. Those are my 3 favorite spade blades. They've got a good shape to them. And then lastly, we've got this. This is called a bluegrass bone. This is another Shepherd Hill exclusive. From what I can tell, it's basically the same thing as this. Just they may put just a little more blue dye in it. And this little bit of blue you see right here, I can't see that in person. I can only see that on the camera. In person, it's completely black, except for just a very slight bit of blue there. But again, it's much more muted in person than it is on the camera. But nevertheless, they don't do this like pocket worn, I don't believe. Although it almost feels like it, if I'm being honest about it. It really almost feels like it's pocket worn. But yeah, this right here is a case sow belly Stockman. This is a full-size Stockman. It's not a huge Stockman, but it's a full size. Got your clip point. This is a Tony Bose design also. The clip point here, in my mind, is basically a sodbuster blade with a point for stylistic reasons. It's got so much belly, and the tip is so high. The sow belly is a really interesting Stockman, but it is not my favorite Stockman. It's one of my least favorite Stockmans. And I know that might be controversial, but the angle of the handle to me, it feels good when I'm using a sheep's foot blade, but all the rest of the blades, it just isn't as comfortable as it could be, in my opinion. But one thing sow belly has going for it is it's got this huge sheep's foot blade. It's got a big old swedge on the back of it there. It's pretty cool. Also, an oddity for Case's modern Stockmans is that the sheep's foot blade has the nail nick on the show side. Third blade is going to be this spade blade right here. Stainless steel again. And you'll notice that the sow belly has this steep curve on it. So when you hold it, that edge is facing down. It's kind of interesting. If you're cutting rope or something, that can probably come in helpful. I've also noticed that every sow belly I've ever seen, the main blade has a stronger spring, and the 2 secondary blades, the sheep's foot and the spay, has a whole lot lighter spring. So that's interesting. Also, it is a 2-bladed Stockman. It's about the size of the 47, just it's a different shape. So this is a 37 pattern. This is, I believe, a 96 pattern. Let me check that one real quick. Yeah, 0096. 54 pattern, 37 pattern, 07 pattern, and 39 pattern. So those are my main green case knives. If I have any others, I'm having trouble remembering which ones they are exactly right now. But those are the main case knives. So yeah, any of y'all out there who haven't, go over and check out Baxter's Blades. He's the one who showed this open tag. So y'all have a good day, and thank you for watching, and keep your knives sharp.